Reinhold, Gobber Speculator, mercenary character solo.
What do you mean you don't know who I am? I'm famous, I am. Bloody famous. Reinhold, self-proclaimed world traveler.
Few men can claim they ventured from one end of the Iron Kingdoms to the other and back again, and even fewer gobbers can make such a bold statement. One of these diminutive creatures does more than just suggest, however. He downright insists he's been everywhere at least twice, and seen it all at least once. REINHOLDT, or Reinhold for short, claims to have seen many wondrous sights in his life. From the throne room of Stasikov Palace to the glowing walls of Seir. He sports strange trinkets and baubles from all over Imran, and has an accent that is nearly indistinguishable from that of the natives of wherever he happens to be at the time. Whatever the cause or source, Reinhold is an endless fond of esoteric facts and sometimes useful advice. Not an expert at anything in particular, he just seems at least partially versed in whatever subject comes up at the moment. Even with the veracity of his claims in question, a number of warcasters and other military officers throughout Western Imran are willing to indulge him and do periodically hire him for his services. Although he claims to have once worked as a bogger, Reinhold has demonstrated little aptitude or interest in fixing things. In some cases, it seems like he's allowed to accompany those who hire him more for his conversational oddities than for any real practical purpose. All the same, he has proven his worth at unexpected times and places and has demonstrated a skill at several tasks recommended to him by his employers. Among the Gobber's skills is a knack for speedily reloading firearms. In fact, Reinhold is entirely at ease with manipulating volatile ammunition cartridges that are packed with explosive powder. Those officers who count themselves as riflemen or pistoliers have found this ability alone enough makes him hiring him worthwhile. Reinhold carries a host of trinkets and artifacts and makes great use of these quote-unquote tools. His brass auric spyglass with its fine lenses, which he says he received for helping beat back a Cryxian pirate invasion near Breck, is one of his favorites. The glass allows him to spot potential dangers from afar and estimate just how long it will take for those perils to cause him personal harm. Though it might take an employer a while to adjust to this seconds-to-impact method, Reinhold is rarely off by much, and even then it's usually on the conservative side. Some even claim that Reinhold's mere presence has brought them luck, though proving such claims is difficult. Whatever luck he brings to others, Reinhold himself seems to have led a charmed life. Despite his presence at countless battlefields across Imran, he has never once suffered a serious injury. Well, he once sneezed himself out of a moving carriage into a patch of thornbriar bushes just before the carriage itself burst into flames upon hitting a powder trap set by local brigands. Another time, a blunderbuss shot deflected harmlessly off a silver spoon in his pocket that he, quote-unquote, acquired earlier that same day. Most often, his survival has been the result of anticipating a threat and heading in the opposite direction. Reinhold is not what one would call a hero. He is more likely to run and hide than stick around if the situation gets too hairy. Indeed, he's been known to vanish from sight in typical Gobber fashion when an enemy comes a little bit too close. If left with little choice, the resourceful chap searches his pockets and pouches for anything that might aid in his escape. Few have the heart to hold these habits against him. Those who have become fond of his eccentricities often welcome him back to the table the next campaign season.